Timothy.
Hi, Joe.
I like
It's a
your hat.
pleasure to meet
I
you.
like your shirt, and I like your chair.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to meet you here. It's congratulations on the 20th anniversary of Meteora album and
Thank you.
new fantastic single Lost, especially for the fans. And it's also next year it will be a 20th anniversary of your first concert here.
Oh,
30,000 people, you remember that?
wow. How do we celebrate that?
Yeah, we celebrate today by saying hi and thank you to your fans. Okay, let's start with the first question. The album Meteora has been one of the most influential rock album of all time. How has it also been affecting you on the personal level?
Um, I'm still trying to deal with the trauma of being influential, and it's a problem I have to deal with every day. Uh, I don't know if that translates very well, but
Mm-mm.
it's very bad humor coming from my side. Um, no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I mean it's amazing to be able to have this this 20th anniversary as an excuse to like look back at the archives of what we have. We were really pleasantly surprised to see the amount of material that we created back then. I think we were just we had a work ethic of just like, okay, let's just keep making songs and like until we just come up with a batch of like the best stuff possible. Um, with that being said, um, there's like good there was actually some good stuff that was that was not put out, and then when we found out that we had the song Lost that we forgot about, we're like, oh wait, that's pretty awesome. And I think also um the fact that Chester's not with us anymore and we still have this, um
Yes, voice.
it's like it's great that we didn't put it out before because we can put it out today as something new, and it really represents the spirit of everything we did on that record and presents that record as something I feel is new.
Mhm. What was the hardest part that you remember in terms of, producing this album?
The hardest part, I think, what I think just looking at it as a whole, it's like, okay, we have to do another record after the success of Hybrid Theory. That's a very daunting task. But
Mm,
what we did was, we were trying to focus on enjoying the process of making music. And I think that's where the ideas of enjoying the journey or work in progress, like you'll see that. And the artwork that we made represents the spirit of that. Um, we we worked on a mural, but it wasn't. We wanted the presentation of the mural to be about making the mural, not necessarily the mural itself,
mhm.
if that makes any sense. And that's really like what we had to try to, um not just understand but put it to action when making the record. It's like, okay, let's take every day, let's definitely like capture the energy of what we do so well in our
Mhm.
songs, but also like make new stuff, make the stuff that we haven't done before, do the things that we haven't tried before. And that's why we have so much to put on this box set.
Uh, did you decide the cover yourself, the artwork?
So the artwork is a result of a collaboration between four main people. Um,
Uh-huh.
Myself and Mike, of course. We met at art school. We have a strong art background, and to this day, we create art and are involved with all the visuals. Um, our art director, Frank Maddox, who
Mhm.
is a super talented artist himself, and he's worked on every record that we've made, as our art director. And then also, uh, Mike and I, you know, um, when you're a kid looking at graffiti, there's certain people you look up to, and one of these guys, his name was Delta. Um,
Mhm.
we flew him in to LA from Europe, and he just started jamming with us on that wall. And kind of the main image of the geometric shapes is his work. He actually put together a special piece of art for the box set as well, which will be a lithograph. I'm
Very
sorry,
nice.
what was the original question? Because I started talking about.
It's good. It's good. It's a very good story. And
Yeah.
the loop, was it a loop? I always wonder, was it a loop or a live loop in the beginning of Faint? With something that you programmed, or was it a live loop, or was it a programmed loop?
Oh, the thing that sound like horns or
Faint, the beginning of Faint.
yeah, I think I forget what that is. It might be strings or some kind of orchestral kind of thing. When we make those kinds of sounds, we usually we'll create a sound and then we'll just kind of just flip it, run it through effects, and just like trying to just mess it up as much as possible. And you know, it's a big experiment. And then we just try to, when we hear like something that's like a few seconds that sounds cool that can be repeated, that's how we find samples, and that's what that was. As far as where it was originally from, I think Mike might have a better idea, but I forget. I'm gonna ask him.
Yeah, it sounds very good. It sounds like a drum loop, but it's also sound like a live drum loop, you see. So it's really good.
Oh, the drum
so
loop.
What
Yeah, because there's two components. There's the instrumental thing, the string kind of sound.
and
then there's
the drum
the
loop.
drum
What
break.
was that your
I think
programming?
the drum is we just constructed it from a bunch of different sounds, you know, like a couple kick drums from different sources. So
That's right.
we kind of mix it together.
Oh, so you programmed that. Very nice.
Yeah,
very nice.
Mike and I program all the drums. It's just fun to do.
Yeah, and then live drum begins, you know. It sounds very good, very impressive. What is your favorite track on this album, Meteora?
Favorite track?
Yeah.
Let's see. I think I have like different favorites. As far as like being a complete song, I think Lost in Fighting Myself. You know, I Lost, you know, definitely with that presence of Chester and having like that big sound and being really nostalgic to what the album was. You know, it does that perfectly. Fighting Myself, I just love the groove and the sounds and the samples that are on there. Just like as far as the track of the music, it's just something that I just want to hear repeatedly. And then it's also super cool to like hear all these demos that we did that are earlier versions of songs that we put out. And it's cool to hear them in the raw form because it just takes me down memory lane as far as like what we were thinking at that time.
And when you think about Chester and Meteora, what was your, you know, sort of like your most memorable or your best moment with Chester during the production or songwriting session with Chester on Meteora album?
Man, there's so many. Like if you watch the box set, we have a documentary, and it goes through memory lane of like so many like awesome moments that we had. Most of it like on the road and traveling and just having fun. I think, you know, in the studio, like I think he would have ups and downs, you know, because he was very like tough on himself to perform. But whenever he like hit something, like hit a note the right way or performance, like it's just like
energy is there.
Not just the energy, but like I think if you're there when it happens, like you get goosebumps. You know,
magical.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What are your fond memories of Thailand? What do you remember best about Thailand?
My favorite is going to watch the Muay Thai. That was a really
Muay Thai. Okay.
Yeah. I remember things being very hot because every time we've been there, it's been very like summertime.
Always the hottest in Asia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
every time we posted something on the net, on the social media, the fans always like crying for you to come back, and they just love you. Please say something to them, to the fans, if they miss you so much.
Okay. Hello, fans. Please don't cry. I love you. be cool, stay in school, just say no to drugs, eat healthy food, exercise every day, give someone a hug.
And listen to Linkin Park, right?
No, not that. Yeah, brush your teeth and floss. I'm trying to think what other positive things I can say.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, John. It's been a pleasure to meet you, and hopefully
Thank
we
you.
could get to see you in Thailand soon, maybe
Yeah.
on your personal trip, okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Just tell
All right.
Warner Music you here, and I'll be there with you, okay?
Oh, okay. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay, John. See you.